Yo, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back, and if this is your first time watching my videos, welcome aboard, and welcome one and all to my Resident Evil 4 Remake walkthrough. As usual, this will be a real walkthrough, which means I practice and study before uploading all videos in order to develop the very best strategies which will help you get the most out of this great survival horror video game. Now, I've watched a lot of gameplay on YouTube and I see a lot of people struggling with this game, mostly because everybody's just taking a brute force approach instead of thinking it through. You can't play this like your typical shooter. What many don't realize is that in essence, this is a strategy game. They even tell you in one of the load screen tips, take things slow. And I might add to that, use your head. Yeah! With the new game mechanics, which will allow you to use the combat knife to block, parry, counterattack, and finish off downed enemies, you are now more powerful, which means the game developers had to compensate by making the game considerably more aggressive than the original. Alright, so this is no walk in the park. You've got to put on your big boy pants, man up, and get ready to rock and or roll. Now, if you still insist on just blundering in and trying to slug it out, well, good luck to you. We'll just notify your next of kin. Everybody else who signed up on the Resident Evil 4 Maximum Fun list, saddle up, lock and load, and follow me. Alright, that's it. Roll the intro.
Major Slack attack.
Alright, first things first. Gamer Slack is down there in the trenches behind the gun, and MC Dub Slack is here in the rear of the gear on the microphone. For your convenience, there are timestamps in the video description and in the pinned comment. If you want to jump ahead to the chainsaw boss fight, use the timestamp. Alright, this is it. Resident Evil 4 Remake 2023. The original came out in, what, 2005? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. This is a brand new game, just came out 3 weeks ago, and we are ready to rock and roll. That's it, Gamer Slack, let's get underway. New game, we're going to play this on the default, which is standard difficulty. Hardcore is a completely different game. You basically have to speedrun much of the game, so let's do this on standard, and I believe most players are going to be playing this on standard or assisted. There is no shame in playing it on assisted. I am not an elitist, alright? I want to make this walkthrough accessible rather to gamers of all skill levels.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night, the pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
So tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
Let's just say, looking for someone.
That someone must be very important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
You have a strange sense of humor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just between us. A lot of people have gone missing around here. And it's been that way for a while now.
Well then, should be just another day in the office, right?
I mean, last week there was a search for some missing hikers.
I'm sure you'll do your best to help me.
I think this is it.
Nature calls, huh? I'll be right back. Qué frío.
¿Te has bebido el bar entero? You smoke?
Vaya sitio más tétrico. ¡Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí?
He sure is taking his time. Did he fall in? Maybe you better go and take a look. Oh, watch the car. Wouldn't want to get a parking ticket.
So much for helping me.
Alright, this is where you first take control of Leon Kennedy. You start out with a gun, 10 bullets, and a combat knife, but you can't use them yet. That will change shortly. If I can't keep up with the commentary, just do exactly what I'm doing. Gamer Slack is going to be off to the races on this. He's not going to wait for me to, like, you know, describe in detail what he's doing. So, like I said, just do exactly what I'm doing. There's a game calling attention to crows. Shoot crows whenever you see them to get loot. And shoot birds' nests as well. See that little circle in the top left corner? That indicates that it's an auto-save.
Anyone home?
Stuff like this is kept in your files menu. So check everything out and you can review it later. This door is locked, and for this we need the Hunter's Lodge key. We're going to get this shortly.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía. Vino aquí? This is not good.
This is not good. Okay, so there we go. We got the Hunter's Lodge key. We can get out of here. But first, let's have a little lunch.
Man, that stinks.
Okay, well, maybe not. Okay, after this cutscene, we're going to encounter our first enemy.
Hey! I read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
Alright, got another autosave. Around the corner is the first enemy.
What was that?
I'm going to demonstrate two ways of taking care of this guy. First one is just for demonstrational purposes to show you how many shots it takes to take this guy down. 7 shots with a pistol at point blank range is what it takes to take this guy down. And he never ever gives up any loot. So this is a complete waste of time. Do not shoot this guy. Okay, I just showed this for demonstrational purpose. Now I'm going to reload the autosave. Alright, let's do it a much better way. This is a survival horror. We're going to do everything possible to save ammo. Okay, here we go. Basically, we're going to rush forward, get him to spawn, rush back, and then rush by him on the right side. Easy peasy. Up the stairs. Hang left when you get to the top of the stairs, and straight down this hallway here. Ignore that zombie there. Hang a right here. Don't forget the green herb slack. There we go. Got the green herb. By the way, I'm Canadian, so we pronounce the H in herb. We use the British pronunciation. Okay, so you're going to hear that throughout this walkthrough. I'm just saying that because that's always an issue with Resident Evil games. Everyone says, you're mispronouncing herb.
Roost. This is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
The President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up. Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later. I'll let myself out.
Good idea. Alright, our new objective, head for the lake, which is quite a ways away. Here is the map, and I bought the deluxe version, which means I have many of the treasures already marked. These expanded map treasure markers. And that is our objective right there. Like I said, a long way away. As you make your way through the woods, everywhere, watch out for bear traps, and watch out for crows. So I'm going to sneak mode here because I don't want to startle some crows up ahead. Shoot crows for loot. There's a crow right there. Sometimes you may see multiple crows together. Best way to get them is to throw a flash grenade if you have one. Or if you're a real good shot. This barrel always has handgun ammo, so make sure you get it. Right now though, with the rate of fire on our handgun, it's not fast enough to shoot multiple crows. But I will show you how to get 2 crows up ahead. Here is a typewriter, as usual with Resident Evil games. Use typewriters to save the game. And here are the 2 weapons that I get with the deluxe version, which I'm not going to use, the Sentinel and the other weapon there. Not going to use them out of fairness for those who have the regular version. Okay, up ahead there are 2 crows. Go for the one on the left first and then shoot the bloody pile right next to the other one. Boom and boom. That's the only way to get these 2 with the rate of fire and the default weapon. Don't try to shoot both of them like head on. If you shoot the bloody pile to the next next to the other one, you'll get it as it's taking off. But don't worry about it if you can't shoot them both. And uh-oh, here come the authorities. Up ahead there are 2 ganados, or 2 zombies. The best thing to do is to approach carefully in sneak mode up to these 2 concrete steps on the left here. And you can see the one with the pitchfork just behind the tree up ahead. Aim, wait for the crosshair to shrink up, and shoot him in the head. And then do 2 more body shots, and that should be all it takes to finish him off. Whenever possible, wait for the crosshair to close up. That way you get maximum damage. There we go, 3 shots and he's down, as long as you do a headshot just like I showed you. And go up on the left side, you don't spawn both of them at once. Now you're going to go around this truck here and get the other one to spawn. And then back away as soon as you see the HUD down in the bottom right corner. Back away, get behind the truck a little bit, wait for him to approach, and do a headshot to stagger him. Headshot, stagger, rush up, hit that button, whatever it is, do a melee attack, and do a ground stab. Just approach forward and you get the prompt to do a ground stab, and just press the attack button to stab him to death, and that is it. Be advised that not all headshots will trigger the stagger. Most. So be prepared for that. There is a bear trap right there. Note that I didn't trigger it, I just left it there. This guy you could shoot right through the hole here. This will get him to come out slowly, which is perfect. Get him to come out slowly, shoot him in the head, stagger, run up, press that button, whatever it is for you, to do a melee attack, and get ready to do a ground attack, always. Sometimes it's not necessary though. Grab some ammo here, and the flash grenade here, very important. Make sure you don't miss this flash grenade, and a red herb, which we can mix with a green herb. I'll do that later. Onward. Rule number 1, reload. Rule number 2, reload. Rule number 3, reload. Okay? Seriously. I have killed myself more times by just failing to reload and getting caught short with my pants down and a ganado up on my face, gnawing on my neck because I just forgot to reload. Here you can look through the binoculars. We got another autosave here. Do this now, and then we're going to reload the autosave, because this woman here, like patrolling off to the right, she's key to the strategy you're going to use in the village. So get your yayas in now. Okay, everybody had their nice looky-loo watching the human barbecue. Okay, now let's reload the autosave and get down to business. This is important because the timing is important about how that woman there is patrolling as soon as you take off from the autosave. So you reload the autosave, you're going to take off right away. And you're going to catch her patrolling off to the right. So run all the way up to the end of the fence on the left, and then go into sneak mode, and we're going to backstab her. Get up close and press whatever button it is for you to do a backstab. This will clear up the back area of the village so you can patrol around like at your will, which is important. So now we're going to retrace our steps and go off in this direction here. And we're going to grab another green herb here and get into sneak mode and backstab this villager up ahead with a pitchfork. Down she goes. Get her goodies. And then loot this box here. And now we're going to retrace our steps back to the entrance. Get the sneak mode right about here. No, forget that. That was the old strategy. You can run right past that because it doesn't matter. And keep following around this end of the village. Loot this box here. This is random. Get the red herb in the wagon. That is always there. Now let's mix up some herbs. You can mix red and green herbs to make them more powerful. Like make the health regenerating effect of the green herb much more powerful. So mix together your 2 red and green herbs. So there we are. We have 3 health recovery systems, 2 red and greens and 1 first aid spray. And now it's on. So go around through this window here. Quickly grab this grenade here. This is important. Out the window, you're going to cut to the left, or to the right rather, as quickly as possible. You may get grabbed, but don't worry about it. Just shake them off. Keep going. Keep going. Rush down here to the livery. Through the livery, past the cow. Looking for the green window frames there. Go towards them and then cut to the right. Over this fence and into this building here. And then we get a cutscene. And now it's game on. You cannot stealth your way through the village. It's impossible. Don't bother trying. And here is the chainsaw boss. Okay, as soon as the cutscene's over, go up the stairs. Forget about the shotgun for now. Look around. Straight down. Knock down this ladder. Knock it down. Now we're going to grab the shotgun shells. Got the shotgun shells. Now we're going for the shotgun. Straight down. Grab that shotgun as quickly as possible. Grab it. Now you're going to grab the grenade here on the left. Grab that. And out the window. Straight ahead. Knock down this ladder. Spin around. Go around the house. Knock down this ladder. Sorry, and now go around the house. And this is where you're going to make your standoff, right here. This is the best place to make a standoff. Grab this velvet blue, just get out of the way. Hold still and get that crosshair nice and tightened up. And basically going to fend off any zombies or ganados that come out around the way. And you're waiting for the chainsaw guy to come through the window. As soon as the chainsaw guy comes through the window, you're going to throw through 2 grenades. So just shoot this guy like in the body. 2 grenades out. 1, 2. Often it'll knock him right off. If it does, go down here. Equip your shotgun. Blast him in the ass. 1, 2, 3. That'll stagger him. Knock him down. 4, 5. Now you're going to have to reload. Back away. You're probably going to get grabbed, but if you do, just stab him. You get the prompt to stab. And now's the time to use your flash grenade. This will allow you to get to the chainsaw guy and go up to him, shoot him right in the nuts or the ass. And that should finish him off. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. A couple of pistol shots should finish him off. And then take off. Any way you can. Just get away from the mob. And now we're going to retrace our steps to this ladder right here. And get back up on top of the roof and retrace our steps back to the exact same standoff place. It's the best standoff place in the village. Now what's going on here is you have to survive. This is not a kill all the villagers kind of thing. It will never happen. You have to survive a certain amount of time and then the bell's going to ring and then the onslaught will stop. So just make your standoff here. Wait for the crosshair to tighten up. Go for headshots if you can. If you can't, shoot for center mass. Shoot straight for their body. And don't bother waiting for the crosshair to tighten up. And if it gets too intense, just going to spin around. See, now it's getting really intense. Just spin around and jump off the roof. And then you can do the exact same thing. Get away, return to that ladder, get back on top of the roof, go back to the exact same standoff point. Standoff point, rather. Slack, did you know that you could shoot the church bell and get everybody to stop right away? Yeah, sure, but with the pistol or the shotgun? No. If you got the sniper rifle, yeah, sure. I have yet to see anybody do that with default weapons. That is the pistol or the shotgun. You could do that in New Game Plus, but right now that's not a strategy. Here I got grabs, so just a stab. You get the prompt to stab, and I'm returning to the exact same spot again. This is the best place. Instead of running around the entire village like a chicken with its head cut off, just go to the place where you know it's safe. Beautiful choke point here. The only thing that might happen is somebody down on the ground with an axe might throw axes at you. This guy's morphing into a zombie, so first thing you want to do is switch over to your... Well, I didn't do it. Usually I switch over to the shotgun and blow him away, but I just decided to finish him off with a handgun. And there's the church bell. And that's it. You just have to survive until the church bell rings.
La campana. Alguien me defenda.
Él nos invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sattler Todopoderoso.
I'm assuming this is Spanish that these guys are speaking. I would love to understand what the ganados are like yelling during combat. Like what are the little things they say during combat. If somebody wants to translate that, I'd really appreciate that. Because I'm really curious.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
That's great. It's a great scene. What do I think of the game? Kicks ass. 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned.
Corridor 1. I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
Okay, that's our new objective, Lakeside Cabin. No, actually, I think it's the same objective. Here's an expanded map treasure. The treasure will be there whether you have the expanded map or not. It's just it's showing me where they are. So everybody can get this. It's not like you can't get it if you don't have the deluxe version. So make sure you grab this, the ornate necklace. In these necklaces you can put gems of all kind. The golden rule is do not place any gems right now at all. Wait till like you've got a whole bunch. And your reward for killing the chainsaw boss, which you don't have to do. Like I said, all you have to do is survive. This is your reward. The emerald, you always get the same for killing the chainsaw boss. Yeah, be advised, you don't have to kill the chainsaw boss. You can just run around. So as long as you're like, as long as you stay alive for, I didn't bother timing it, but yeah, just have to survive all the enemies. You don't even have to kill any of the enemies. You can manage to like run away from them all the time. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I've never actually attempted to not kill any enemies and just simply run away from them. Okay, so make sure you grab this ruby here. I'm going on a loot tour here. And here's another gem that you can put in this particular piece of jewelry. And you're gonna get more of these. You can like flagon and all kinds of other stuff that you can put gems in. Don't place any of them now. If you have the bright idea that you can climb this ladder and hide from all the bad boys up here, this is what happens. There is a green herb to pick up here, but that's what happens. It caves in and the ladder is broken, so that's not an option. That requires a key. We already got the loot up to the left there. That's where we got the grenade, but we didn't go into this part of the house to get other stuff. We'll skip that now. Handgun ammo. I believe that's it. Don't shoot chickens. Chickens lay eggs. Eggs recover health. In fact, don't shoot any livestock whatsoever, because if you shoot a cow, it will come after you. The cows will come after you even if you like you kill the farmer that's next to the cow. That'll be enough to piss them off and make them come after you. I'll show you that in part 2. So just leave the livestock alone. This particular treasure we can't get until we get Ashley. We can't get in here. But there is a way to climb up on top of the house, but as the game is indicating, requires Ashley to climb through there. So we'll be coming back here later on, and there is the treasure box. You can see it through the window there. Through this window here, there's one last ganado that was kind of late for the party. You didn't hear about it. He's in this cupboard here, this wardrobe. So the best thing to do is go into sneak mode, hop over, and then so you remain in sneak mode, approach the cupboard, he'll pop out, and then you can sneak behind him and do a backstab. Be advised that your knife now has durability. Every time you do a backstab, you wear down its durability, and eventually it will break. You can repair it though, and you can also upgrade the durability. I'll get into that in part 3, I believe. Okay, so now you can see here a chicken laid an egg. This is great. Like the map is like it's so detailed. It shows you all the stuff all the loot that's lying around, which is really convenient because like this is really typical. Like you go into a village and then all hell breaks loose, and then you're just like killing dozens of enemies, and you don't have time to pick up all the loot as you're like in the midst of combat. And there I'm like indicating don't shoot chickens because they do lay eggs. Okay, and they help recover health. Or you can sell them for money, which is I often do that. As far as inventory wise though, eggs are a better use of your inventory than green herbs. So I only sell them because they're worth more than other things. And that is another thing you can do. This is the house that we came into to grab the shotgun. You could push that commode over there in front of the window. I wouldn't bother doing that because it takes too much time. The exact route I showed you, I believe, is the best use of your time before the chainsaw guy breaks into the house. So straight up the stairs, straight down, knock down that ladder, etc., etc. Knock down the ladder, double back, get the shotgun shells, get the shotgun, the grenade, and then out the window. I believe that's the best use of your time. And then knock down all those ladders like I showed you before. Note that I'm not healing up. And I'll explain why in part 3. I believe it's part 3. Yeah, as long as you're not limping around, don't be in a rush to heal up. Because as you recall, I got injured when I jumped down here. Let's take care of the chainsaw guy, and then I let the granados grab me, which was part of the strategy. As I was backing away, I didn't want to back away too far from the chainsaw guy. I let as I was reloading, throw a flash grenade, and then just let them grab me. Then you get a prompt to do a stab, and then you're right close to the chainsaw guy again. You can go after him again. Okay, so this is where we continue. This door, by the way, is locked until you finish the village fight. So You can't just like run through here.
There it is.
Okay, so there's a save typewriter coming up, and the next big fight is in the farm, and that's in part 2. So I'm going to loot this, save the game, and I'm going to call it. That's it for part 1. Thanks a lot for watching. There, was that worth the price of admission or what? My name is Major Slack, and I approve this video. If you do too, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post some comments, stuff like that there, and I'll see you next time for some more Resident Evil 4.